everybody. Welcome to Goddess Card Book Chat. I'm your host, 11 Goddess. I want to thank you so much for coming back, for joining me as we talk about, on August the 16th, we talked about Dungeon Crawler Carl. It was one of my books with friends. We did a listen along and we enjoyed, I want to say, the first two chapters. And so I promised that I would come back and do the review, give us about a month to finish up that first book. And hopefully everybody's caught up because we're going to talk about Dungeon Crawler Carl. We're going to talk about the whole series. This was my first literary game show book. I put what a lit RPG is in the description when I did the read along. So if you don't know what a lit RPG is, go back, check out that, and then come back and hopefully you're caught up and you know what we're doing and you can dive right in and listen to this review. Now, this is written by Matt Dinniman. Matt Dinniman. Because I have two beautiful cats, it kind of snagged me with the fact that one of the stars of this story is a cat. And I'm a sucker for a good depiction of what cats can do. Even in fiction, this cat, Princess Donut, is over the top. You will love, love, love this wonderful creation. And so I put together a review that covers what we enjoyed, covers book one, but it also introduces you to the series because I'm already on book four. I've managed to go much deeper. And if I hear from you that that's something that we as a book club want to enjoy, I'm happy to take us on that journey. I have those ready, locked and loaded, so we can definitely do read-alongs for the entire series. As with Ruthless People, I have every book in that series, so we can rock through. Trust me. But I need to hear from you that that's what you want. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep going because there are several series that we have to get to. Now, I'm going to let this review do the heavy lifting, as always. I put them together and then I allow all of this wonderful technology to make a very succinct and clear depiction of how I feel. One of the greatest things about doing book reviews and doing it this way is I get to represent my voice in different ways, in different styles, and through different depictions that match with the story. I also get to sort of flex my creative muscle, doing designs and putting them out there, things that just bring me joy and make me happy. I hope they are doing the same for you. So we're going to get into the review of Dungeon Crawler Carl. I hope you will subscribe. I hope you enjoy it. I enjoyed so much reading this, certainly enjoyed doing the review, and I'm happy to do more. So stay tuned for this deep dive, and I will offer a small perspective at the end. Really don't have a lot to say, but stay tuned.
Well, hey there, y'all. It's your old pal coming at you from the sweet, sweet breeze of the Goddess Garden. Now, after a long day of swinging and hauling, there's nothing better than kicking back with a good audiobook. And today we're talking about something that'll make your heart race faster than a runaway mule. Dungeon Crawler Carl by Matt Dinniman. Now, if you've enjoyed the two-chapter read-along, this here's the kind of series that'll make you laugh, cry, and clutch your Kindle, sometimes all in the same chapter. Picture this. Earth gets turned into a big old game show, and all of us humans, we're just the crawling contestants. The galaxy's watching, and trust me, they ain't playing fair. Let me break it down for you. It all kicks off with a cosmic disaster. The planet blown to smithereens. But don't worry, our hero Carl, an everyday kind of fella, and his sassy cat Princess Donut managed to survive. You heard that right. A cat. She's as sassy as a southern aunt at a family reunion, and let me tell you, she's one of the stars of this wild ride. Now, one day, the Earth, minding its own business, gets turned into a giant galaxy-wide death game. A real get off the porch or get run over kind of deal. The rules: survive, fight monsters, collect loot, and climb those dungeon levels like your life depends on it. 'Cause, well, it does. And these games, they're broadcast live to aliens who just love watching the carnage like it's their favorite telenovela. First up, we got Carl. He's just a regular old guy, real salt of the earth. But when things go south, Carl steps up. He's clever, tough, and has a good heart. The kind you just want to take home to meet your mama. And right by his side is Princess Donut, who, despite being a cat, has all the personality of a southern belle with claws to match. She evolves into something real special as the books go on. If you ain't never seen a cat take down a monster, well, buckle up. Now let's dive into each of these books like we're cannonballing into a summer swimming hole. Book 1, Dungeon Crawler Carl. This is where it all kicks off, folks. This installment is filled with traps, monsters, and more headaches than a long family reunion. Book 2, Carl's Doomsday Scenario. Now this is where things really heat up. Carl and Donut have figured out how the game works, but let me tell you, the higher the level, the bigger the stakes. There's some real edge-of-your-seat action as Carl finds himself facing new dangers, both human and otherwise. The bosses get meaner, and the loot gets shinier, but Carl's learning that surviving ain't always about brute strength. It's about smarts, and Carl, he's got plenty. Book 3, The Butcher's Masquerade. Now this one's a doozy. The challenges get darker, the monsters get nastier, and Carl has to dig deeper than ever before. Book 4, The Gate of the Feral Gods. Now this here book's something else. The gods get involved, and when gods start meddling, well, you know there's going to be fireworks. Book 5, The Eye of the Bedlam Bride. Y'all, this is where it gets real. Carl's facing challenges that make even a tough old southern boy like me want to sit down and take a breath. Now, there's something special about this series, you see. It ain't just the action, though there's plenty of that. It's the heart. Carl ain't no superhero. He's a man thrown into the worst kind of mess, and he's just doing his best to keep going. Princess Donut? She's his rock in her own fierce feline way. It's like life, y'all. Sometimes you're fighting off monsters. Other times, you're just trying to make it to the next day. But as long as you got heart, and maybe a little help from your friends, there's always a chance. So after a long, hard day, grab yourself a glass of sweet tea and dive into Dungeon Crawler Carl. You'll laugh, you'll gasp, and you'll root for Carl and Donut like they're kin. Now y'all go on and take care, and remember, in life's dungeon, just keep on crawling.
Hi, everyone. I am glad that we made it through that review. Hopefully, you will enjoy the series. I do want to say this before we wrap up. First, thank you for coming. I hope you'll subscribe. I hope you'll like the video. Please like the video. And come on back. I got lots of stuff to share with you. Besides all these pretzels I keep eating. I keep eating pretzels. I want to share that this is also, along with the balance of this dystopian reality, the earth is blown up. The few people that show up on this spaceship, these games are life and death. Don't get too attached to a lot of people that you're going to meet because this is a survivalist environment. And that was sort of the high and low because one minute you're enjoying this comedic side of this journey and the foolishness of it, being placed into this position and having to survive in an alien environment. And then by the same token, you're watching other people navigate this, not doing as well as Carl and Donut. So be prepared because it's a little bit of everything. This is not all comedy and it's not all drama, but it is a good mix of both. Hopefully, you'll come back, tell me what you thought, share some comments. I'd love to hear from you. And in the future, as we go through our series, like and subscribe and let me know what you think. I will see you at our next Great Book with Friends. I've got an author coming to visit. I've got book divas coming. We got a lot going on. So I'll see you in the Goddess Garden.